Welcome back to Brain Driven Brands, coming at you from the East Coast this week. It's a fully East Coast podcast crew. Sarah's down in Florida. I'm still holding it down Carolina.
You are you in South Care or North Care? Do they call it that?
No.
Care? Can I truncate it to Care?
No, you can't. No,
Damn
you
it.
can't.
All right, I'm sorry. You said South, North?
South Carolina.
You're South Carolina. Okay. That's interesting. You're
better one.
Actually, I have family that are out there. I almost never come to the East Coast, but Florida is lovely at particular periods of the year.
Yeah,
Not all year round.
Now is the right time. The last 6 months has been the wrong
Oh my
time.
gosh, we're gonna go to the beach this afternoon. Like, it's gonna be perfect. I have heard that the summers are awful, but I've never really been here.
Yeah, they're bad.
Right now, Colorado is dead and dry and very cold, and just not enjoyable to be around. So I'm so sorry, kids. I left you with grandma.
We're having a weird
And
cold snap right now too. It is 49 degrees and raining out right now.
Ooh, no, thank you.
Which is not good for everything I just planted in the pasture at all.
What do you plant?
Ryegrass.
You have like an actual pasture now. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get cows
a farmer
and
now. Cows and goats soon.
Now, what type of cows are these? Are these like steak cows, or are they like
Steak
ornamental cows?
Steak cows.
You don't want to get just like display cows.
I mean, we'll display them for a few years, and then they'll be displayed across my
Your
grill.
wife doesn't want to get like God. Your wife doesn't want to get like an ornamental like Highland cow. Isn't that what they are? They're real fuzzy and like hairy.
No,
they're so cute.
No.
You should get her a pet cow. That's the best kind of cow. The one that just wanders around and gets into shit. And you just you don't want that kind of cow.
No, I don't want to pay to take care of an animal we're not going to eat.
I would get too attached to them. That's my problem. I would get so attached to these cows.
No,
I'd
see,
be like, no.
The problem that people have is they name them. And that becomes a problem. The way that we're going to name them, we're going to reframe it so it stays in our mind what they are. I'm just going to name these cows like Ribeye,
steak
burger,
number 1,
and steak tips. They're just all going to have food.
But okay. I want to talk about something on this episode that actually came about because I saw a tweet. I don't usually go back too far in my tweets, which I probably should, because I posted 5 years of content. So I need to go back and like look at what I was talking about last year. But this one came up because somebody had referenced it. And it was the podcast from last year where we talked about the top, I think it was like the 7 things that we got wrong as marketers in 2024. Things that are like globally, like universally, what did we just not do great at last year? So that we can look forward into 2025, or in this case, 2026, and talk about what do we actually need to do better this year? Because I feel like 2025 is kind of a shitstorm. And we did a lot of things in real weird roundabout ways. So I have a list of things that I'm like, here's some of the things that I see globally. Do you have stuff that you can share?
Yeah.
So you're like,
okay.
Okay. First one, I think we, in 2025 especially, something we should not do in 2026, we treat the outputs as the goal, not the outcomes. We got so sucked into this like AI bullshit of like, we need to output as many ads as we possibly can. We treated 2025 like the game was as many ads as possible. And I think that's so detrimental to brands. It's an incredibly easy way to burn out your entire team. But it's also not the freaking point. More ads is not the point. If it was, all of us would be billionaires.
Yeah.
I'll just be dumping it. In 2026, I really want to see people define maybe 1 to 2 like key outcomes that you need in your business and focus on that. Less production and more focused on the actual outcome you're trying to go for.
Yeah. I think like that could be taken to a lot of things outside of the world of advertising as well. Like the way that I look at it is like, how many ads do I want to create? The least amount we need to hit our business goals.
Yeah. The least amount.
Isn't the ideal scenario to do the least amount of work to make the most amount of money?
100%.
And I think there's a lot of things like that in e-com where, we prioritize a certain amount of output when it's like, no, we should actually think the opposite. We should do the least output possible to hit the outcomes that we need.
100%. And I can't wait to see more of this in 2026 where we slow back away from the volume game and get a little bit more strategic and focused.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to actually go to my number 2 one because it kind of piggybacks on what you had.
Okay.
Let's
pause for just a minute.
Prospecting on Meta in 2025 has been a huge pain. Reaching net new people is getting harder and harder and harder. And the only thing Meta seems to care about is rolling out more AI slop features that take away a lot of our controls as advertisers. So brands have been looking for another side, and they're turning to Other Side. Other Side is an agency that figured out how to turn programmatic advertising into a performance marketing channel. They're able to advertise outside the Meta ecosystem, show clear and accurate attribution, and they have the ability to prospect and retarget across platforms. So you're able to unlock huge new audiences that aren't like us. They're not chronically on Meta and Instagram. For brain-driven brands, listeners, they're running a crazy offer right now. They'll run your ads for free for 2 months to prove to you it works. Then you can either part ways or continue at their normal, affordable retainer. But they're making this risk-free, and it's a no-brainer for you to try. So go to jointheotherside.com and let them know we sent you.
And now back to the show.
We thought AI was ready.
Oh, I feel this in my soul.
And it's just not.
Yes.
And like,
Not ready yet.
I'm sorry to everyone building an AI company right now, but it's going to be a couple of years.
I think
And
so.
I acknowledge that it's getting better, and one day it will be great, but it's just not ready. And we pretended like it was, and a lot of you guys are still pretending like it is. And like Friday, I was writing new copy, and I was working with Claude. My first time on with Claude.
Really? That's your first time?
Yeah, I've been a
that's
chat loyalist since day one.
Mm.
But I've had the same problem with chat in Claude and Gemini. I asked it to do a thing, and it just ignored half my instruction and did what it wanted to do.
They totally
And this
do.
is the stuff that makes me want to grab engineers and shake them and be like, hey, isn't the point of having robots doing our job means they are going to follow every single thing we say to a T without pushback, without attitude? Why am I getting like chat trying to like sneak off early from work is basically what it's doing. And it really is frustrating.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think we
Have it
went
do
way too
exactly what I
hard
tell
at
it to do and nothing else.
Yeah. I think we went way too hard at the concept that this is going to make my job a lot easier because it will think for me.
No,
That's what I saw at the very beginning was people were like, this is a thinking tool. Now, that's still how I use it.
Thinking's not the hard part of any of our jobs, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just like, wow, this is fascinating. I personally still use it as like a second brain so I can double check my work, but I use it more to like understand a concept so that I can go think better, not so that it can think for me. There's a very big difference. So, and I personally think this is going to be kind of like the hot take of 2026, which is like, you're going to see a lot more people kind of moving back towards, let's put this back with humans. The GPTs, the ads they come up with are fucking awful unless you're so careful with how you prompt them. So,
Well, and like, that's what I'd say is like, it's still easier for me in my workflow to do the thinking and the photography and the graphic design ourselves. And the level of output is so much higher that like, maybe using AI is faster, cheaper, but it's not better. So pass.
Oh, hard pass. Okay. Oh gosh, now I don't know which one I want to move to next. I think something we did in 2025 heavily was we started building for everybody. We started speaking so blanket statement because I think of the volume issue that we didn't really speak to anybody because of this kind of spray and pray spaghetti kind of a method that we were using. And I think some of the real gold lies in being really specific with your ads and going after some of the things that we talk about on the show. Like a couple weeks ago, we talked specifically about going after the very specific wins that happened in someone's journey. And especially the ones where you can kind of activate somebody's experience that they're having in the real world. Like when I went to get extensions a couple weeks ago, activating these very nuanced wins are going to be key to, I think, putting in a little bit more data into the system as to who you want to go market towards. Because right now we're just talking to everybody.
Yeah.
Because we're using such generalized like language. So
Love it. All right. I'm going to hit one that is on a similar vein to that.
Okay.
I think we need to be less worried about offending people in advertising.
Woo!
And I think we should be willing to take hard stances on things. And I'll give the example that we had this year from OG that kind of like woke me up to it. It was like March.
Okay.
And we ran a commercial, we ran an ad on Facebook. where
Basically a commercial.
the guy wearing the watch was lighting a cigarette.
Oh, that's right. I remember this.
And that ad
Twitter
ripped.
blew up at this one. Yeah.
And the amount of comments from people that were like, it's so refreshing to see a cigarette in an ad again, kind of blew me away. And I think there's this like this yearning for stuff that's real. And like uncensored. Because everyone's trying to be polished and everyone's trying to be whatever you want to call it, politically correct or woke or sensitive. It's too much. Like, and especially if you have a brand for dudes, for like people who don't care about that at all, just be real. Be realer than you've ever been in your advertising.
Well, and you would be shocked when you put in something from real life into an ad that doesn't sound like it was put there on purpose.
Yeah.
Because we got so scripted with UGC and all these creators were just like, this is my morning routine. I'm like, that is not your morning routine, girl. Are you kidding me?
Well, and like, what's so funny is like, that's how it happened. It came up organically. Like we were on a shoot. 100%. It's like 6 a.m. because you got to shoot at dawn. Yeah. And
you shoot at dawn.
Oh no, because it's better for lighting. Like it actually is.
It just cracks me up. Okay, continue.
So, so we're up early. Everyone's exhausted. We drank too much the night before. We take a break to like look at the shots we've taken so far, and the model is like, "Do you guys mind if I take a quick smoke break?" And we're like, "Yeah." And then I was like, "Actually, wait, come back with that," and we put it in. Like it wasn't in the mood board or anything. But it's like, like this is a dude who lives and works on a ranch and smokes. Like, why would we not show that if that's the lifestyle we're trying to show?
That would be so interesting to see, especially for your new brand that you're working on. What kind of lifestyle do these people live? And what things are they partaking in that like, now we are not smokers. We're complete opposite market. But what kinds of things are they partaking in that we are like a little faux pas? A little bit. Not a lot, just a little, right? So for somebody who's like super into nutrition or super into like their body and their health, are they also putting like Starbucks creamer in their coffee? Because it's like, 100%, I'm like on my nutrition.
Glasses of wine. That's not
good. But but like this is my treat. Like this is, so I'd be interested to see how many of those exist in all of these different things. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. What are we up to now? That was 4. So fifth one, this kind of aligns with that. I saw a lot of people that were forgetting brand voice. They got inconsistent with their messages. They tried to tailor messages by channel, which I didn't see. I didn't see a whole lot of people that like had great big success with this. They had some success, but it would like peak and die because they were trying to move after trends more than anything else. So I'm hoping that in 2026, this is something we talked about before on this podcast too. I want to move back to campaign driven marketing, where we choose one specific theme that we're going to go after for either this month or 6 weeks or this quarter, whatever it is. Do what the big brands do and launch it out and stay consistent with it so that people will actually generate good recall. Because people cannot generate recall if your ad looks like the last 5 UGC that they've seen today.
Yep.
So campaign driven, I think, is going to be so much more important in 2026. And I cannot wait for this to come back.
So this actually goes great with my next one as well.
We're segueing so well.
I still haven't done my number 1 that I had. So we'll get back to,
all right.
One.
We'll get to
but this one. I think people are underestimating or forgetting that there are people on the other side of our ads. And like, this especially comes out, I think, in the concept of creative testing, because you're right. People are dropping in like one new headline onto an ad. If it doesn't hit a ROAS goal within 48 hours, they kill it.
Sometimes
or they decide it's a loser. And like, that is so asinine to me. Like,
crazy.
I think at the core of this, what I have written down here is give your advertising time to work. Like, I think people have forgotten that people do not buy based on a clever ad. They do not see something for the first time, click on it, and check out. Like, that is not the process that we see in customers. So if you have an idea, go test a handful of ways to message that idea and let them run. Even the folks out there who think they sell something that's an impulse buy, it's not. The only impulse buys that exist today are candy at the register at checkout. There's nothing else. So give your advertising and give your campaigns time to work.
I have no notes. No notes.
Nice. Killed it.
Bars on that one. Oh, okay.
Flip it. Put me in a clip once.
I'll get clips to this week. I'm done. Okay. And what's that? I think we're up to 5 now. Or 5, 6?
I just did
I don't
6.
even know. You did 6. Okay. I'm trying to keep track so I can put it in the title after.
You do 7, then I'll close.
I'll do
with
7. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. That means I have one more here. All right. I think we took a lot of risks this year without being without really leaning into the authenticity of what makes us good as marketers. I personally think this happened because of AI, because we tried to lean too hard on a tool that isn't human. And so all the marketing became not human. But I think our lack of authenticity keeps leading to just misfire after misfire. There are talented, incredibly skilled, super creative people in this industry who have literally turned off their ability to be creative because their boss wants them to use AI. And this is coming from somebody who owns an AI-driven business. Like I have a whole process that uses AI to break down the psychology of a whole bunch of different things. Shout out to Tanner. But even I still tell people at the end of the day, I don't want your people creating the actual ad from AI. I would rather them use it as an analysis tool and understanding the underlying psychology, and then take what they understand from the system and be creative. Go pay them to do what they were made to do, which is make cool shit.
Yeah.
Authenticity.
I think it's, I think the hard part about AI is like we gave every employee a new tool that they can manage, and most employees have never managed anyone before. So I don't think a lot of us are understanding the concept of like, hey, let's figure out what this guy is good at. Let's figure out what Mr. AI does well and doesn't do well. Make him do the things he does well, and don't ask him to do the things he doesn't do well. Like
we just gave him everything. We were like, here, you get all of it.
It's insane.
Accurate.
All right, last one for me. None of us marketers predicted a 145% tariff on China.
That's a great one. That is accurate as hell. Oh, man.
Listen. I think we don't take enough time before a new year, a new quarter, a new campaign, a new product launch. I don't think we take enough time beforehand to think what could go wrong.
Yes. To audit. Yeah.
And I think if we spent 15 minutes doing that, we'd build smarter businesses. Like it's something I've worked into my process for new copy is like, how could this be misconstrued, misunderstood? How could someone miss the point here? It's kind of like the final check before I edit it for the last time and it goes out. And I think we can do that in every area of our business. So I would challenge you before your next quarterly board meeting, before the end of the year, think about if something is going to stop us from hitting our goals in 2026, what do you think it is? Your gut will tell you. Like everyone's business has something that's like in the back of your mind that like, I don't really want to think about that right now. Think about it for half an hour. Like you will come up with a game plan that makes sense for it.
I think this goes for basically anything, whether you're in marketing or ops, whether you're the founder, it doesn't matter who you are. Go through your systems. Usually, I mean, to Nate's point, it'd be good if you could do it once a quarter. But if you can do it at least once a year and just say, if that failed, what would I do? If that failed, what would I do? If this fails, what would I do? Mostly just to put in fail safes, and that's just good business. And same for marketing. If this ad fails, what would I do? If this campaign fails, what would I do? Like, you cannot be running on this rat wheel of just like, we're just going. Because it will inevitably fail.
We had a great example of this at OG, maybe like 2 years ago. We were launching a new collection of watches that we were all pumped about. We were all like the most excited about this. We were like, this is going to crush for sure. I forced the team to sit down for a what could go wrong meeting. It was depressing.
I was going to say, how did that go? Was everybody like, great?
But me and the 2 founders had the same exact answer for what could go wrong. We were like, the price of this is off. We think price would be the issue here if something was to go wrong here.
So what do you do about it?
We try to get more efficient on COGS, and then we made sure we did a better job of communicating the value of the products throughout content on launch.
Perception, man.
Yes, like
management.
the price couldn't change because of what it
Yeah.
was. But we were like, all right, if price is the thing we're concerned about, then let's overcompensate for value. But again, that's something that, like, we knew the products were going to be a winner, but we all had the same nagging thought in the back of our heads, like, for this demographic, price is a little high.
Yep.
So we're not sure. And then we adjusted for it, and it went well. But yeah, I think most often people know what the problems are going to be. They just like kind of hope they don't exist. And they're like, yeah, let's go. I don't know.
So everybody take we did 8 of them for you. Biggest things that we see in 2025 that were not so good that you can absolutely fix in 2026. Go do this with your team, especially go do like a doom and gloom, what could go wrong meeting. Just one.
Yeah. Just one.
Before you get into like the new year.
Keep it a half hour.
Yeah, keep
and
it
then
short.
see if you can do anything with what you learned, especially around like shared concerns.
Oh my God, I love this. Any other hot takes? That was great.
No. Long live human intelligence. Thanks for listening to Brain Driven Brands. We'll see you next time.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show today. Appreciate you guys listening. If you want to follow me, I'm at Sarah Levinger. Anywhere you consume content, he is at Nate Lagos. If you like this show and if you like this episode, go ahead and like, subscribe, share with a friend. Drop us a review when you have a minute. We would appreciate it. Otherwise, have a great week. We'll see you next time.